The following is a presentation of TFNN. Trade what you see with your host, Larry Pesavento. Call now, toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044. Now, Larry Pesavento.
Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. Welcome to the show here today. I was unable to do the show for John Logan early this morning because I am fighting a little bit of a sore throat. We have a little culture tube here at the house with a 4-year-old and a 2-year-old, so it's real easy to pick up little bugs. Anyway, we're going to have our good friend Norm Winsky on at the break. At the first break, he's going to help me finish the show. I respect Norm as much as any astrologer I've ever met, and more than most. I would put him in a scale of 1 to 10. He's probably about a 12. He's got some really great stuff, so he's going to help us on the show at about 20 after. But the first chart I wanted to post in here today comes at the request of our friend William Chu from Singapore. And he was fortunate enough to buy the WIN stock down in the low 50s. And as you can see, it's moved 40% in 5 days. Now it stopped at the 38.2% level with some good news that China is going to try to help the Macau economy. I think they're going to give everybody in China a $5,000 line of credit at the casinos. And they got that idea from Mr. Bernanke, so that should work out pretty good. But it's up here at the 38.2 retracement. You know, what I would do here is I would certainly, be taking partial profits, if not all profits, being at this level, because the trend is still down. This is a 3.82 retracement, and a 40% move in just a short time is it's an outlier event. So that's what I would be looking at. Also, the news from Deutsche Bank came out. They're going to be hit with some really large losses, and so the stock is down about 20% from that level. So we want to keep that in mind. That's what we're looking at. As far as the gold is concerned, we just completed a beautiful ABCD pattern here in the gold. We were talking about that on the air yesterday, about the fact that it was having a lot of trouble up at that 1154, 1155 area. We broke down. We rallied back to the 61% retracement yesterday afternoon, 1149, and then we completed the ABCD down here at 1137. And that's the rule is you're supposed to buy those ABCDs in a bull market. So you buy the gold there, and you put your stop. Because it's such an important number, you only have to use a $4 stop. So it's very, very low risk when you consider the contract's worth $111,000. So that's a pretty good risk control as far as I can see. Silver has also done the same thing. Now silver has broken down to the 3.82 retracement of that last major low. So that's holding up relatively well. But if any of those make new lows on the day now, that's going to be quite negative. There is particularly with gold, because gold has a harmonic number of 17, and that's exactly how many dollars per ounce we broke today. So that's telling us that that's in line with what we're looking at in the markets. Now, there's a couple of things that I thought happened yesterday that looked, very, very important, and I wanted to post one of those here, which is about the S&P cash. As you know, the Dow Jones, of course, has taken out that old high from early September. However, the S&P cash has just made a 786 retracement yesterday, almost to the exact tick. It closed right near the high. Looks like it'll be just slightly lower today, not by very much, and we could certainly, go higher than that. But the New York Stock Exchange Index actually went above the 786. So there's signs that the things are bearish. Now I was looking for a potential cycle high to come in on October the 6th. Well, the actual market topped in the morning of October the 7th. Whether that's close or not, I don't know, folks, and I could be grasping at straws, which I do quite a lot because I live in a straw house, and you've got to be able to have excess supplies, when winter comes. So you've got to be able to watch that as you're trading. So we got to watch it. I'm not sure that we're not going to go higher up into 2020 and 2030. And one of our very astute people in the room, Terry, just informed me that we had the same thing happen with the IWM. It stopped exactly at the 382 yesterday, and excuse me, at the 61% retracement. And I have that one in here if I can just find the little puppy, and then we will show it to you. But right now I am having a difficult time finding it. Maybe I'll find it. Guess what? I didn't. Anyway, we'll see what happens. Also, the transportations, which has been relatively strong, also stopped at the 786. And we're looking at that also. And the biotechs are still weak. They were up on the day, but had sold off quite a bit. So we'll watch that. The other one that was interesting was the DAX and the FTSE. Both of those, from across the pond, went up to their respective numbers and held. As you can see from the chart that I'm going to post here on the FTSE, which is the London market, you'll see that it also made a perfect 61% retracement up there at 6,400. Well, that's not true because the high was 63.96.99, so it missed it by a couple of points. But when you're looking at something at 6,400, that's pretty close to being spot on. The breadth of the market is still not well. I mean, it doesn't look as nearly as strong as you would. Excuse me, folks. I didn't mean to. I'm just having a little rough time here this morning, but I'll be okay. The main thing is that we've had a situation where the breadth has not increased very much, given to the fact that we've had this tremendous rally that started last Friday, and it has continued, and I don't see any reason why it might not continue. I'm not sure, but I just have to look at that. Now, one of the trades that we've been watching here in the room for quite some time here has been the Canadian dollar, and I wanted to post it here because I think we're at a critical level here today in the Canadian dollar because we've been down 10 days from the 3 drive to a top pattern that we made back here on the on the 18th. Oh, by the way, don't forget now, and I'm sure Norm will remind us, we have Mercury is going to be going to direct on direct station on tomorrow at the 9th, and it's right during market hours, which if you remember the last time that Norm was on the air, he nailed that thing within 5 minutes, I think 5 or 10 minutes of the exact high when Mercury went retrograde back on the 17th. That was the day the Federal Reserve did their non-event thing. So that's something that might be pretty good. Now, I do have the chart of the IWM. I did that one last night because I was certainly interested in that one to see what it's doing. So we have some little divergences here, but really not very much. And the market is certainly not responding very much to the downside early this morning, and that's neither here nor there. We really don't need to do that. Now, before I get too far away from the subject at hand, we were talking about the Canadian dollar, and I wanted to show you what I'm looking at in the Canadian. As you can see, when we made the high back there on the 29th, when we had the third drive hit at 134.40. The market has come down, we're down 10 days now. And as you can see, we've had some small rallies of about 100 points. And then last night, we had a larger rally than we've had. We had a rally of over 100 points. All the rallies had only been about 70 to 80 points. And last night, we had a 70-point rally, 110-point rally. And then the market backed off to right near the exact 61% retracement. And that would set up a nice 3-day rally up into the 38% level, up around 131.55, about another 120 pips. So that's what I'm expecting. It's extremely bearish. You're looking for any ABCD move to get short in the Canadian dollar. But for a short-term area, this is an area where we should get a bounce from because the market is so extremely oversold that you don't want to sit through a really bad rally if you don't have to. But on the other hand, it looks lower, so sit on your hands if you like and wait and see what really happens. I have one other trade set up here that I wanted to share with you before we have Norm on the line, and this is a by guess or by God, but this one has worked before, so I just wanted to, the pattern. I don't know diddly squat about the stocks, and I don't wear Nike shoes, and anyway, I wanted to bring the stock of Nike up. It's been the strongest stock in the stock market, and as you can see, we had that big gap up here with more earnings. We had the ABCD pattern from the February low to the September low, which was 786 of that level, and then we went up and made an ABCD pattern, which was at a 1.27 level, and we've been here for 2 weeks at this level. Now, what is set up now is you could be getting ready to see an island reversal here, so you'd want to see Nike close somewhere around the 119 level between now and Friday. And if it closes right around 119, 118, even 117, as long as we don't get down to 116 would break the island, and that would not be a valid pattern. So we want to watch that, because it can really be a significant one if it really happens. And what I'd like to do is to show you this same pattern that we talked about when it was happening a long time ago, and that was with the IBB. And I know I have it because I just looked at it. Here we go. Here's the IBB, and I want to show you the same pattern that we're having now in the Nike. It's nothing more than a pattern. That's all it is. But if you take a look at this, when the IBB was making its high, when everybody had to own it, you can see that we had that island reversal here. This was back in July. And the market broke down. You can see the gap that it left there. That's the island. Then it broke, and then it rallied back over a 5-day rally, and a beautiful Gartley pattern actually there at the 61% retracement, and then proceeded to drop from 390 to 282. And that's the type of pattern that we're looking at here, possibly in Nike. So we'll watch this today and tomorrow, and maybe we'll get some ideas of what it might do. And the good part about Nike is you can buy some puts probably in Nike. They're probably giving them away. They might even pay you to buy puts. The market's so bullish. So we'll just see if that's going to be the case. So that's the next one that I wanted to cover. We've covered the transportations. They went up to the thing. I wanted to share 2 charts from our good friend John Murphy that he watches these percent stocks above and below the 200-day move average stuff, and you can see how bearish the market has been. It's finishing a ABCD pattern very similar to what we're watching in some of these other markets. And then he also watches the little bit shorter term, which is the 50-day moving average of stocks above their 50-day moving average. And as you can see, the classic ABCD pattern again. We'll have Norm Winsky on at the break.
Larry Pesavento has just started his brand new service, Fibonacci 24/7, and he's already delivering content to his subscribers on a daily basis when the market's opened and even on weekends. Each Monday, you'll receive Larry's written report that provides detailed commentary and a summary on the charts and videos that Larry sends out. And throughout the week, when warranted, Larry will send out via charts or videos or both the key markets that he is watching during the day. This will be up-to-the-date, active trading information that will help you in your daily trading. In Larry's first week alone, he sent out 25 charts, 6 videos, and a full report to his subscribers in just 1 week. If you're a technical trader that uses patterns and retracements to trade, then Larry's service Fibonacci 24/7 is something that you must try. Right now, new subscribers can get a full 30-day money-back guarantee. With nothing to risk, sign up now to Larry Pesavento's Fibonacci 24/7 by visiting the front page of TFNN.com under Trading Newsletters. TFNN is excited to offer a brand new piece of market scanning software unlike anything the industry has ever seen. John Logan and his team have spent years developing their market profile tools to finally be able to release the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. And right now, you can get a 2-week trial absolutely free just by visiting TFNN.com and providing us your name and email address. The TAS Profile Scanner Plus is the premier market profile-based scanner in the industry. Powered by the acclaimed TAS proprietary algorithms, this feature-rich scanner is a standalone desktop software that instantly filters over 2,500 global financial markets such as stocks, ETFs, commodity futures, and Forex. Within 3 minutes of signing up, you can have the software downloaded and running on your computer with a complete roadmap of market indicators and inflection points to trade off using the TAS Profile Scanner Plus. Sign up today and try this amazing piece of software by visiting TFNN.com.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com.
The Path of Least Resistance is David White's daily trading newsletter, and if you're looking for active trading ideas, then now's a perfect time for a 30-day free trial to this powerful daily trading advisory service. David uses his years of trading experience to offer his subscribers his trading ideas each morning in his Path of Least Resistance newsletter. Using a combination of equity trades along with options, David keeps his subscribers up to date with all pertinent market information with intraday afternoon updates when warranted. Don't miss out on this great chance to get a 30-day free trial to David's daily newsletter, The Path of Least Resistance, with no obligation to pay anything. David has been delivering solid recommendations for his subscribers recently, and if you'd like to see the type of newsletter he delivers every morning, then visit the front page of TFNN, and you'll find The Path of Least Resistance under Trading Newsletters. For all the details and to start your 30-day free trial today, log on to TFNN.com now.
Tiger TV is an exciting way to experience TFNN programming. See high-definition video, giving you crystal clear charts, as well as seeing some of the faces of TFNN's highly acclaimed financial experts with crisp, full-fidelity sound. Catch Tom O'Brien, John Logan, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Larry Pesavento, Think or Swim, David White, Andy Hecht, and Daryl Martin in crystal clear, high-definition audio and video. Tiger TV, exclusively at TFNN.com. Larry takes your phone calls now. Toll free at 1-877-927-6648. Internationally at 727-445-1044.
Go.
Looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. We're having some major technical difficulties here in the beautiful city of brotherly love today. Unfortunately, I can't get hooked up, and I'm trying to get Norm Linsky on the line to cover the show, which he'll do a great job. The problem is that I'm not able to reach him right now, but hopefully we will be able to reach him shortly, and then we will see if we can get it working. What I'm doing now is multitasking, folks, which for me is no easy task when it's a computer. I'm trying to log on. See, there's my codes. I'm trying to see if I can get logged into the computer. Finally, we had a major electrical thing here, whatever it was. But the market has certainly done nothing since we've been on the air. I think gold is pretty much the same. We're going to see if we can get Norm on the line now, see if see if we can get him on and cover me while I try to get this thing fixed. I'm sorry for the technical problems. We're still in the gold. I don't know if they're doing anything or not because I can't see anything. And, I'm not even clicked into the here. I'm not into the Tiger Den even, for heaven's sakes. What a joke. Hold on a second here. We'll see if we can get back on for a little bit, and we'll see what's going on here. Okay, not much else is happening. Boy, I'm really at a loss here. This is the hard part. I wonder if this ever happened to anybody important. Okay, can anybody in the den hear me? I don't know if they can hear me or not. Whiskey 19er on approach. Whiskey 19er on approach. Good. I'm being heard. That's good. Well, we'll have Norm on at the break, and I know he'll be able to, cover us for the show because he does a fabulous job, and I know he'll do a good job. So right now, we're just, watching these markets move around. There'll probably be a little bit more buying. Norm, are you there, my friend?
Yes, sir. Good morning, Larry.
Good morning. Listen, I'm having some major Terre Haute technical problems here today, partner, so I'm going to turn it over to you. So try not to build my readership up too much because I won't be able to handle it, okay?
Yes, sir.
And I'm going to try to be on at the next break to listen, but I'm going to let you take control because you got some wonderful information. You've given us some great calls. I'd really like for you to focus, Norm, on this Mercury going direct, because the last 3 times we've had you on, they have been, I think, within an hour of the exact event, and maybe they don't happen like that all the time, but you ought to, let the folks that, when they do happen, it's a great opportunity. So why don't you do that, and I'll get back to you after the break, okay?
All right. How much time do I have?
Until you run out of money, pal. That's about it. So go as best you can. You got at least a half an hour.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Okay.
All right, I'll do what I can.
Yeah,
okay.
I like it when you work under pressure, pal. And listen, congratulations on your uncle getting the award at NASA. That's really fabulous, and to be there with George Clooney's father had to be really terrific. So I'll let you go, and good luck.
Thank you very much, Larry. So
okay.
I have my notes on the screen. I hope you folks can see them. And so I'm showing here the notes from when I was on mid-September last time, and we had I asked Larry to be on the show because we had a huge cluster of planetary energy for a change in trend around the 17th. If you can see my notes there, you can see that we have 9/16 after the close. We had things starting big then. And then the morning of the 17th on item C on my page here. And then in the afternoon, we had Mercury, as Larry alluded to, Mercury in Libra turning retrograde. Now, for the folks that are new to this, the planets from the point of view of the Earth in relative motion appear at certain times, appear that they have stopped their motion and then reversed their direction. This is due to the rolling motion of the Earth to the other planets. We know that physically they are not doing that, but
Okay, Norm, we're going to take a break here now, and you'll be back on in about 3 minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right, doing a great job.
In quiet markets, investors search for new trading opportunities. We'd like to introduce you to a new product that provides opportunities even in flat markets. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a new and innovative Chicago-based exchange registered with the Commodity Futures Trading Commission, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their trading platform. Nadex never charges a fee to use their platform, which even includes real-time charts and full customization capability. Nadex's unique short-term binary options allow traders and investors to capitalize on strategies even when the underlying markets are quiet. Nadex's innovation has allowed them to come up with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com, or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
platinum, grains, crude oil, gold, copper, cattle, hogs, gasoline, natural gas, coffee, cotton, cocoa, and sugar. These are just some of the commodities mentioned in the most recent issue of Andy Hecht's Techno-Mental Commodity Report. Andy publishes his weekly newsletter every Thursday morning, where he breaks down the commodity market and provides his subscribers with specific trading recommendations based on his trading methodology. By signing up for a free trial to the Techno-Mental Commodity Report, you'll get a full 30 days to try out this powerful newsletter service and see for yourself the types of trades Andy has recommended for his subscribers. When you sign up for a 30-day free trial, you're under no obligation to pay anything. And should you decide to continue, you will lock in the low rate of only $79 a month. Sign up right now for the Techno-Mental Commodity Report and make sure you're ready to catch the next big trade in commodities. For more information and to get started today, visit the front page of TFNN.com.
Today, it's hard to tell if the economy is coming or going. Regardless, I want my money going in the direction I choose. If that's your stance as well, then you want to know how Everbank can help keep your money thriving just the way you want. Is growing your money a priority? Everbank is committed to a yield pledge promise to pay high yields on your checking, money market, and CD balances. Looking to diversify? Everbank ingeniously developed accessible ways to spread your money around the world into foreign currencies and even non-FDIC insured metals. And when it comes to your wealth, they bring a highly experienced and global perspective to help you manage it. Everbank's financial philosophy flies in the face of the status quo. They believe your money's performance should not be determined by today's economic circumstances, but by the drive to rise above them and create opportunities that favor your objectives. If that excites you, like it does me, call 1-855-750-4051 to find out what they can do for you. That's 1-855-750-4051. Call them today. Everbank is a member FDIC and equal housing lender.
TFNN has just announced a brand new morning lineup that is geared specifically for traders in this volatile traders market. Every morning at 8 a.m., John Logan starts things off with his daily program, The Global Market Pulse. At 9 a.m., Larry Pesavento trades the market during the market open Monday through Friday on Trade What You See. At 10 a.m., Tom O'Brien hosts the Money Masters for the hour, and Basil Chapman hosts his Tiger Technicians Hour at 11 a.m. From 8 a.m. till noon every market day, these traders are with you as they provide up-to-the-second market information so that you can make the most educated and profitable trades possible. The new TFNN morning lineup is happening right now. Tune in to see for yourself what kind of actionable trading discussion they have each morning, Monday through Friday, starting at 8 a.m., live only on Tiger TV at TFNN.com.
This segment is brought to you by Think or Swim. For more information, just click the Think or Swim banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Okay, looking good, Billy Ray. Feeling good, Lewis. We have as our guest today Norm Winsky of Astro Trends. And Norm, we have a question from someone in the den, and he's poking shots at us, my friend. He's wondering how two boys from Terre Haute, Indiana, ever got involved with astrology. Well, they know that my parole officer got me interested in it. How about you?
Okay. The serious answer?
Yeah, serious, please. Yeah, serious. Let's try to be serious. These folks are important here. So
I understand. Well, you were kind of joking around, so I wasn't sure.
I joke around all the time. That's what keeps me alive, my friend. You know that as well as I do.
Anyway, so I was going to school there in Terre Haute at Indiana State. After you had done some, after they cleaned up the mess from your being there, right?
That's right.
and so anyway, I was going out to. I was skeptical. I was in summer school one summer, or back in about 1970, and went out every now and then, because had the new shopping center there at the edge of town, down at Honey Creek
Square. That's right. You bet.
And down by, I think you said you had a farm down that way or something like that.
Yeah, just south at Farmersburg, about another 10 miles. Yeah.
All right. So anyway, I would take the bus down to the Honey Creek Square there once in a while. And so then you'd have to wait for the bus to show up if you're done to go back toward campus, And so I was browsing in the Crocamontano's bookstore and happened to run across, I think it was Joan Quigley's Astrology for Adults. I picked it up thinking that it was good for a laugh, And I started browsing through that, and I've always been, I don't know, I've always been a sort of a student of people and human behavior, and I started looking through it, and I thought, this is kind of interesting. I'll take it back to my dorm and try it out on my friends, and they were all going, wow, that's pretty good, and so then that got me started studying astrology, and about a year later, it's back in the same bookstore again. I stumbled on at the bottom, it was toward the floor there, an empty book bin. There was one book lying on its side all by itself. I picked it up. It was I'd already been studying the stock market since I was about 15, and following that, and now I'm studying astrology on the side. And I thought, well, the stock market is 80-90% psychological. Maybe there's a way to link the astrology with the market. And so I'm in the Crockett Botanos there and looking around, and happen to glance down near the floor and see this one book all by itself. I picked it up. It's Donald Bradley's Stock Market Prediction. They marked it down from $1 to 10 cents. I thought, yeah, it's like, man, this is just what I've been looking for. This is just what I've been looking for. And it's it's marked down to 10 cents. If it got any better, they would have paid me,
Oh my goodness! So that's what got you really started in it. Norm, let's get back to the markets, because I respect your views, and you've been spot on for a very long time, especially since May 19th, when you nailed that absolute high when Mercury was retrograde. So let's tell us what you're looking at now, and just fire away. You got the show.
Okay. Well, when we last left off there, I was going just quickly reviewing the notes from last time we were on, and talking about how we had this major, huge cluster of things happening right around the 17th, and I was just about ready to talk about Mercury. I was explaining the retrograde and direct, and that these are the general term umbrella term is called station point, when the planets go direct or retrograde, and that's due to the relative motion of the Earth. And so on the afternoon of the 17th, I think it was just past 2 o'clock Eastern time, Mercury turned to retrograde, and I think it was about 45 minutes later. That's when the market made that spike high, and then we had a big reversal, and then we went down for a couple weeks, Mm-hmm. So, and then I also mentioned, I think, on one of our chats there in September, that coming up at the end of the month, Sunday night, the 27th, we had a super lunar eclipse. Not only a lunar eclipse, but we had where I had like 4 different lunar cycles all lining up. That only occurs about, on average, once every 20 years. There's been, I think, 5 of those in the past 100 years. And so that was going to be a huge deal. And the lunar eclipses are not very, stock market does not like lunar eclipses. And so on that was on Sunday night. And then the next day, on Monday, the Dow dropped 312 points. So, my general comment I would make is we have these planetary events happening, and I don't see how anybody can trade the markets without this knowledge. It would be like going out in a sailboat in the ocean without a weather report, So so it's not I think you're at a great disadvantage if you don't have this information.
The problem is, Norm, many people view it as witchcraft and stuff, and they don't even look at it. Remember, like what Newton said, the difference when he was talking to Kepler, he said, the difference between you and I, Dr. Kepler, is I've studied the subject and you haven't, and that's part of the problem, I think.
Okay. So, yep, so moving ahead here now, looking ahead, let's see, let's just take a quick review on, I don't know if you can see what I'm showing there on the screen there, Larry.
It's in Tiger TV. Yes, they can see it. Uh-huh.
All right. So on the next page, we have the chart of the my Bradley style model. Although it's not really, it's a Bradley inspired, shall we say? I've made some significant changes to the Bradley model. I think I've made some major advances into correcting some of the flaws in the Bradley model. So a big thing for me are these station points when the planets go direct and retrograde. You can see on the chart here, I have these little red arrows. That's where the planets are going direct or retrograde. And you can see that the original, sort of the mother chart, had this, Bradley would have had this line going, the blue forecast line would have been going down all month. But these planet station points have the power to invert the polarity of the forecast line. so that at these station points you actually can flip the polarity from negative to positive. That's what happened back on over the Labor Day weekend. And so rather than the market going down from that point, it went up into the 17th. Then Mercury turned retrograde, and there's your high, bang. And then we have the big, these black bars, the actual S&P 500 15-minute bar chart. And then we had the big reversal on the afternoon of the 17th, and then we had a significant decline. Mm-hmm. Then we had Pluto turning direct. And there's another station point around the 24th, and we had a nice little trading low there. So if you don't have this information, like I said, I believe that you're at a significant disadvantage. Moving ahead, looking ahead here, I ask you to come on the show here now, Larry, at this time, because now we got another huge window coming up here between the 9th, the Friday, and Monday the 12th over the weekend. And just for example, and here we go. Here's Mercury. Mercury goes retrograde about three to four times a year. And once it turns retrograde, that usually lasts about 3 weeks. And so here's the opposite point now. Now Mercury is going to turn direct on the morning of the 9th at 10:58 a.m. Eastern Time. So you want to watch for a possible turn right around then. That it could affect stocks and also your greens and sugar and sugar.
That's the first hour of trading tomorrow then, correct?
10:58 a.m. Let's see, 9:30 to 10:30. Well,
the first hour and a half. Yeah,
hour and a half or so into the second hour of trading, right?
Okay, yes, that's good.
So, and then we also have another a major sort of cycle shift occurring right around the 9th. Now, this is a sort of cycle that may not be specific to that day, but it is an important event. One of the more important longer-term cycles is called the Moon's North Node. This has to do with the Moon as it goes around the Earth. It creates and there's an intersection there as it crosses the path of the planets. That's the ecliptic. And as it does, it takes 18.6 years for it to make a complete cycle and go through 360 degrees and 12 signs. And so it's about every 18.6 months, it shifts signs. So just for example, the Moon's North Node is said to be like another Jupiter. It's abundance, expansion. And for the past 18 months, I think you can go back and see what the sign that's Libra is associated. The commodity that's associated with that is sugar, and approximately for the past 18 months, I think sugar has been in a bear market. And just recently now, it looks like sugar may have put in a low. So
hold it 1 second, Norm. I want to ask you, you remember Wells Wilder, don't you?
Oh, sure, Wells Wilder, right?
Yeah, didn't he do something where he charged $30,000 for a system that dealt with the North Node of the Moon?
Not the North
the
Node,
Delta system. I thought that's what that was about.
It was based on the Moon and some simplified astrological principles, new moon, full moon, and that about every 118 days, the moon will be in the same, you'll have a new moon in the same element, like 1/3 of a cycle that it was the previous time. That's what he was doing.
Okay.
So, you have your fire, earth, air, and water. And so about every 818 days, you repeat that pattern.
We have an important message now. They want to know what your phone number is, so that's a good sign. Why don't you tell us what your phone number is, and we'll...
You can reach me here in beautiful Florida at 239-594-3939. That's 239-594-3939. Or the international folks can reach me on Skype at norm.winski. That's norm.winski.
Mm-hmm. Okay, that's good. Well, all right, let's finish up here with the astrology stuff, because they certainly are interested. We got their attention, my friend.
Great. So we have some more stuff happening here over the 9th and into the weekend. Another major aspects are planetary angular relationship. So Jupiter's going to be forming a 120-degree angle to Pluto. Here's another Jupiter and Pluto's roughly about a 13-year cycle. And so this is the 1/3 point of that. So this is a multi-year cycle, and that will be could affect. Let's see, Pluto is cocoa, bonds. Since Pluto's in Capricorn, that also brings in coffee, and so you have coffee, hogs, oats, soybean stocks and T-bonds for the market to watch. So we have about one of the biggest clusters we've had in a month or two coming up here into the weekend this weekend.
And it's at the time when Mercury's going direct on Friday, so there should be some multiple things happening between now and Monday.
Right, that could act as a trigger point for these,
Okay, good.
I was just going to say now, I also offer a course if people would like to learn the basic principles of astrology and how they relate to the markets. And I also have the bigger picture letter, the Astro Trend, and I have the intraday letter. It's called AT Daily, where I show you all the intraday planetary events for the day, and many of them, often those things will give you turns accurate within a few minutes. So, so looking forward to helping the folks there. And let's see, yep, I don't know if you mentioned or not, Larry, but I have almost as much experience as you. I've been involved in the markets for doing this stuff for about 45 years. I'm a former Chicago floor trader. I was a member of the CBOE and the Chicago Board of Trade, so I have a little bit of experience. So
more than a little bit, my friend. We have a question about your opinion on gold and silver here. What do you see for the next week or two or next month or two in gold and silver? Do you have any opinion on that?
Not off the top of my head. I have a system for that where I have a big timetable. You might be familiar with that, Larry. My calendar that shows you when the planets are going to line up to activate those various markets. I could flip that up if you give me a moment. I can flip to my calendar here and see if there's anything happening in the next few days. Just give me a minute.
You take your time, my friend. It's we're doing this on Tom O'Brien's nickel, so we're okay.
All right, let's party. All right, I'm looking at the gold now, and the gold's kind of sleepy this month. Here we go. The biggest window of the entire month is coming up here this weekend for gold. So there you go. Let me take a look at the silver. The big, let's see, silver. Anything happening there? The biggest number for silver is this weekend. This is it. This is it. Soybeans got a huge number for starting this afternoon. It goes all the way over the weekend. It's 76 points on my calendar. Here is one of the biggest numbers of the whole for any market this month.
It's soybeans for the next few days then.
Yeah. Big change.
That'll be something to be looking at, and it's been trending slightly higher lately. So maybe it'll continue on up. We'll have to wait and see how that one.
Well, for rallies in the weekend, then I would expect some kind of high. It's getting kind of.
So it's basically you're looking for, when these comes in, you're looking for either a spike high or a spike low, much like you've seen with your Mercury things. Now, can I ask you, on your own trading, and I know you do quite a bit, do you wait for these spikes to occur, or do you let the spike occur and then act afterward, or how do you handle trading? As like when we had Mercury on the 17th going retrograde when the Fed was in there, how did you handle anything during that time, or did you wait till the Fed was finished, or how do you actually handle your personal trading when you see these astro points come in, within just a half hour or so of where they're supposed to be? Because a half hour in these markets can be a hell of a lot.
Absolutely. So if you're doing like intraday trading, then you might want, it's hard to say, I don't tell anybody how to trade, first of all, because everybody's different,
Sure. So, Norm, we're going to take a break here. Stay with us. When we come back, we'll finish up the show together, okay?
All right.
And we appreciate your help today. Thank you.
No problem. Thank you.
Okay.
Biotech is booming, but for how long? Whether you think the biotech bull has room to run or has run its course, trade LABU or LABD. Directions Daily S&P Biotech 3 times bull and bear ETFs. Visit directioninvestments.com/biotech today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the direction shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about direction shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 866-476-7523. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC.
Hi, I'm Steve Rhodes, host of the Trader's Edge, heard daily at TFNN.com and author of Mastering Probability, a daily investment and trading newsletter service that I send out each morning by 8 a.m. My morning newsletter service covers exactly what the markets have been doing since last night's close, providing you with an edge on your trading day ahead. You get actionable trading ideas, including the exact entry, stop, and profit targets. Plus, I'll teach you the patterns and hidden market correlations that will make you a better trader. As a subscriber, you'll gain access to my 90-minute money management workshop, where I'll teach you the secrets that'll save your assets. The bottom line, I've got your back, including a 30-day money-back guarantee. See for yourself the type of analysis I provide each trading day by signing up for Mastering Probability today. With nothing to lose, this is an offer you should not pass on. Mastering Probability can be found under Trading Newsletters on the front page of TFNN.com.
Tom O'Brien's weekly gold letter, The Gold Report, gives complete and concise coverage of the entire gold market. Inside, you'll get Tom's commentary on gold, the dollar, the rand, the bond, the XAU, the HUI, and detailed coverage of nearly 25 mining stocks. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock trade. The Gold Report is a long-term newsletter where the focus is on building real wealth through the management of a successful portfolio of gold stocks. With a lifetime of knowledge and almost 12 years of writing his informative weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, Tom O'Brien can provide you with the important market information to help you make better trades in the gold market. Don't let the next bull run in gold pass you by. To get a month-long free trial to The Gold Report, an $85 value, visit the front page of TFNN.com today.
Since 1984, Basil Chapman has been using the Chapman Wave methodology to advise traders of his expert market opinion. While originally hand-drawing charts from the late 1970s into the 1980s, Basil noticed that prices under most circumstances virtually always had a certain number of legs to the upside before declining sharply. Later, Basil found that computer software, which included the standard market technical indicators, enhanced the degree of accuracy in calling price turns, as well as market trend calls. Thus was born the Chapman Wave sequence. Using the Chapman Wave methodology along with other indicators, Basil Chapman advises his subscribers of his expert market opinion each market day with his opening call newsletter. Right now, you can get a 2-week free trial to the opening call, Basil's daily trading newsletter, by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during that trial and pay absolutely nothing. Get your 2-week free trial to Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, today by visiting TFNN.com.
Catch the Money Masters as they teach you the art of mastering money when it comes to trading and investing. Next on TFNN.
Norm, are you there?
Yes, sir.
Well, you're going to have to sit down because we have a first here at TFNN. They're actually requesting you to give us a little commercial of the services that you offer and also how to reach you. So fire away. You got a couple minutes here to get your 2 minutes of fame. So go ahead.
Super. Thank you very much. So you can reach me again at my landline is 239. I have it on the screen, by the way, Larry, just so you know.
Sure. They've got it. Yep.
239-594-3939. That's 239-594-3939. I'm here in beautiful Naples, Florida. And if you sign up for my course and so forth and get to the advanced stage, you'll be able to come here and study with me in person. You know, then we'll go out and have a beer on the beach or something after we study, you know. Then you can reach me, folks overseas can reach me on Skype at norm.winski. That's norm.winski. You can also reach me by email at norm at normwinski.com. The Winski part is W-I-N-S-K-I. That's N-O-R-M at N-O-R-M-W-I-N-S-K-I.com. And so if you want to email me, and let's see, we got all my audio connections.
You offer a newsletter too, along with. Do you have a hotline too, or what are all the total services that you have?
Oh, the hotline is you can call me up and ask me questions. So not too many people do that. You know, I encourage people to actually talk.
I'm aware of
that.
Yeah.
I'm fighting I'm a counter revolutionary to the Twitter revolution. You know.
Now I am too. I don't belong to any of those things. So basically, there are people will actually call and talk to you. I know some of the folks have, and I think they've really enjoyed it. That's one of the reasons why I have you on the show. Besides the fact that your work has been, so highly evolved from anything else that we look at. So that's really good. Now, what do you charge? What do you charge for your service for your letter? What's your starting fees and stuff like that? That's the question people are asking.
1 year subscription to. I have 2 letters. We have the bigger picture letter and then the intraday. Each letter is $600 per year. And then if you start bundling, I'm like the phone company. If you bundle, you get a discount. So you get the course of the letters.
Okay. Well, we're winding up here. We want to thank you for joining us today, my friend, and we'll talk to you very soon. And we'll be watching Mercury going direct tomorrow.
Yes, sir. Thank you very much for having me on. I hope you're feeling better.
Yeah. Thank you, Norm. Good talking to you, my friend.
Right. Take care. Thanks.
You bet. Live every day in an attitude of gratitude, my friends, and do something nice.
If you're an active trader looking for that extra edge when it comes to trading and investments, then now is a great time to get a 2-week free trial to Tom O'Brien's daily market letter, Market Insights. Tom O'Brien's daily newsletter, Market Insights, comes out every market day at around 9:30 a.m. and provides Tom's daily commentary on the broad market, including the Dow, NASDAQ, and S&P, plus specific trade recommendations. There's even an update published most afternoons to keep you informed about the day's market activity. He'll give you the entry price, price target, and stop price of each stock and option trade. With Market Insights, there's nothing left to guessing. For all the details and to get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights started today, visit TFNN.com.